The fourth and final of our barriers to entry is entry deterrence, where we try to create situations that will threaten potential entrants into our market with being run out of business or suffering in some way if they try to compete with us. So how can we do that? How can we try to make our potential entrants believe that they will lose money if they enter our market? Well, the first idea that we have is to build excess capacity, build more factories, more depots, more stores, whatever it is, than we actually need, so that our potential competitors believe we could just ramp up production if we needed to, driving price down and causing them to see losses. This was a important strategy for DuPont, the American chemical producing company, throughout the 60s, 70s, and 80s, where they would build larger and larger factories, more and more factories, way more than they needed, with the idea that if a competitor ever decided to try to get into its market, that it could just ramp up production and push prices down to make those competitors go out of business. Along those lines, you could commit to being able to survive a price war. Apple, for example, has a strategy of always having lots and lots of cash and investments on hand. One of the reasons that it does this is now new firms would be afraid of trying to compete with Apple, because Apple could, if it wanted to, drop prices and survive having relatively low profits for a while, because it's got so much cash on hand. I looked this up just now and found that Apple has, in the second quarter of this year, 2023, it had $165 billion in cash and cash-ready investments that it could use to survive a price war. Third idea, we could try to make it so there's no space for new firms to come in. That we were already providing customers with everything that they could think of, so there would be no new niche that a competitive firm could exploit. If you walk down the breakfast cereal aisle, for example, you'll see three main companies, General Mills, Kellogg, and Post, that all have lots and lots and lots of different cereals, lots and lots of different varieties of each. And when a new cereal gets invented, it won't be long before each of those companies has their own version of it. They want to make sure that you can get whatever you want while staying within within one of those big three cereal brands, making it difficult for new cereal companies to come in and compete. Our last one, we could have a reputation for fighting. I use a deal aggregation site called Slick Deals, slickdeals.net, if you want to go take a look at it. One of the things that I've noticed over the last couple of years is that when something goes on sale, somebody will post on Slick Deals saying this is on sale for this price at weirdstore.com. But then within maybe half an hour or an hour, somebody will edit that post to say, oh, it's available for the same price at Amazon. It's not that it was available for the same price at Amazon, but Amazon watches these deal aggregation sites. It has a whole big team that's trying to see when things go on sale at other firms, so that they can try to consider whether they want to match that price. In order to make it so that customers don't believe they need to shop around, they can just go to Amazon, because Amazon's going to have the same price. From the perspective of a new entrant into this market, this concerns you though, right? Because it means that even if you try to compete on price with Amazon, they're just going to match your price immediately, and suddenly you've lost that one big advantage that you had.